What's up, guys? It's Byron Mastermind here with you once again. And today, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys a very profitable trading strategy. Now, before I do show you the strategy, guys, I want you guys to go onto this website here. It's called myfxbook.com. There was some high impact movements here, guys. If you do trade a high impact movement, this is what you should be expecting to see. These big movements to the upside or the downside. Now, now this particular candlestick, this is a 1 minute candlestick, guys. Look how much the market moved in 1 minute. It moved about 17 odd pips, 17, nearly 20 pips. It moved in 1 minute, guys. That's a very volatile. Now, of course, when you can use the strategy while you're with the high impact movement in the market, but I do tell you guys to avoid doing that simply because when there's high impact movement in the market like that and a lot of volatility in the market, there's a high probability chance that the trade may not come in your favor. But the good thing is, if you see any high very sharp movement to the upside or the downside, guys, you can actually place a trade to the opposite direction for a few minutes, for about I would say 1 to about 3 minutes. They're not too long. I would say not too long, guys. And if you did take a trade here or even at the as this one should shot up very rapidly, you could take one for 1 2 minutes and that would have came in the money. But don't dwell on that particular setup. But just bear in mind, guys, of course there is a lot of risk involved. Now, guys, if you're brand new to my channel, please like this video, please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and let's get into the video. Now, guys, if you don't know how this strategy already works, guys, it's based on these indicators right here. Now, you have some red indicators here, you have some green indicators, and you have some white ones. Now, if you guys have watched my previous video, I don't really like taking the white signals simply because they tend to move a lot. For example, this white signal could have been here once upon a time, but this trade, as you can see, did come in the money. We do 5 minute expiration, guys. I use IQ options. You guys can use IQ option if you wish to do so. I will leave the link in the description down below for IQ option. Now, guys, if I do find a setup, I will place a trade live for you guys. Now, what I've also noticed as well, guys, if you guys you see this red and green signals, they tend to move a lot as well. Not too much, just slightly. Not as much as the white signals. But I've noticed that lately they have been moving quite a little bit, quite a lot. Like, for example, some of them, like maybe this one, it could have been here and it would have moved down a little bit more and come down to here. But the good thing with these red ones and the green ones, they tend to come in your favor more or less most of the time. This strategy is not 100%, guys. It's a solid 80%, sometimes 95%, some days even 100% you win. Now, bear in mind, you're not going to win every single trade, guys. Losses do happen. They happen to everyone, even myself. Today, I did lose some trades, but today was a profitable day for myself. Now, guys, if you want to expand your winning ratio, I would advise you guys to take, if the market breaks and crosses this 200 period moving averages, just take the green signals. Now you can take up to 5% per trade. Now, the good thing with this is you have a higher probability of winning that trade simply because you're with the trend. You've got the market has pulled back. You've got your green signal here, and look at that. That came in the money. You can put as much as 5% per trade, guys. Don't put more than 5% on one trade, guys. Just 5% per trade, because losses do happen. Even though that's a high probability trade, that trade could have still lost. Okay, guys, look at that. You would have won 1, 2 trades, probably 3 trades. That one looked really messy, but that one, let's see if that one would have came in the money. Let's go to here. Okay, right. Let's see. Yeah, that one would have came. Let's see there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that one would have came in the money. Now, guys, you want to try and get at the tip of this candlestick, at the tip of the signal. You can get at the close as well, but try your best to get it as close as you can to the tip right there. And I do normally a 5 minute expiration on each of my trades. I don't do more or less than that. What I would also say, guys, if you're looking to martingale, I would say start with 0.3% of your account first. So let me just get a calculator for you guys here, just to so that you guys understand what I'm trying to say for you guys. Now, I tend to martingale 2.5 times, sometimes 2 times. It really is up to you. I would say go as much as 2.5 times, no more than that. If you have $1,000 on your trading account, I would say use 0.3% of your account, so that's going to be $3 per trade. Now, if you lose that trade, the next trade is going to be 2.5 times bigger, so it's going to be 7.5. Then the next one is going to be 18.75. The next one is 6.87. Now, you want to stop at this one, or you can go as far as the 100 17. But that's too much, guys. I normally tell everyone to stop at the third martingale. So this would be in your first. That would be your first martingale. This would be your second, and this would be your third. Now, if you're martingale up to your third time and the trade hasn't come in your favor, that means that that trade may not work out. But just bear in mind, the more you lose, there's a higher probability of the trade going in your favor, guys. So wait for the trade to expire first before going in for the second trade to the same direction as your first trade. And for 5 minutes again, if that trade normally most of the time you and martingale, maybe the first time would come in, may not come in, but the second time, no, most of the time the second time does tend to come in. If it goes to the third time, then there's something going on in the market. You may or may not win that trade. Just to bear that in mind, that guys. Okay. Now I'm gonna find a strategy for you guys. Set up here. If I do find one, I'm gonna try and place a trade for you guys, just to show you guys live. Okay, right. We've got a trade right here on AED. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, guys, you see the red ones, they do tend to move as well, and the green ones, but not as much as the white ones. Now I got a signal right here on a. Let me just try and place a trade here. AED. Oh, I don't have that particular asset. That's a very, very unfortunate. I don't have that. Let me check on Euro. Oh, that one's site. No, I don't have that asset. Some assets won't be there. Special IQ option don't have all the assets, but okay, there we go. We've got a trade right here. NZD USD. Now, okay, I've got a trade here for 5 minutes. I'm gonna put a 5 minute. Oh, I'm gonna try and get it in. Okay, cool. Now, has that come in? Yes. Okay, great. Now, guys, like I said, you wanna try and get it at this close. See where the signal is. You wanna try and get it there. Sometimes you won't always get the best entry, but if you get more or less close to there, it's just as good. Now, the good thing about this trade setup now, what you guys want to look at is also look at the stochastic. Now, I see now the stochastic it's out, but it hasn't crossed yet. There is a little bit of a divergence to the downside, but I can see that there's a bit of structure right here. So we've got points for structure. We've got points for a signal. That's for one. That's two so far. We've got the stochastic is out, but it isn't full sort of out. It's not out completely yet. So I would say probably 2.5% on this particular trade. If you guys were not looking to martingale, I say 2.5% on this particular trade. Now I haven't put exactly that. I've probably put probably less than 1% on this particular trade. I put maybe, yeah, I'll say just on a half, just maybe 0.3%, nearly 0.3%, which is not too bad as well, guys. The good thing with IQ, they do have a demo account, so you guys can practice the strategy. They have very, very high payouts, which is really, really good. Now, when you place your trade, you always want to go into this timer here and click the last one. That's a 5-minute expiration. I know the timing would confuse some people, but that is definitely a 5-minute expiration. It does make it confusing, but it just counts it by this tick here. By the timing here, it is 5 minutes. If you look at the timing here, 14:30. Next 5 minutes is going to be at 14:35. Now I'm going to wait for this trade to come in, and I'll come back and show you guys if the trade came in or out. Okay, guys? Okay, guys, let's check and see if this trade did come in the favor. Let's have a look. It looks good on the chart here. We've got 45, just on over 40 seconds left for the trade. As you can see here, guys, my trade is well in the money right now. As you can see, it's about probably, let's see, about four pips, 4.2 pips in the money. With buying options, that's really, really good. Now, if you guys don't know how buying options work, is you just select a price at the current price where the market is. If you put or call, depending on what expiration you give the the chart or your trade, um, uh, depending on if that price is in the money or out of the money. So this is your current price now. If I place a trade now for the put, if so long as price stays below that price, I will make 87% profit. That's how it works. I make an 87% profit just based on that. So it doesn't matter. So if I'm right by 0.0001 pip and price comes into my favor, then I make a 80%, 75%, depending on, because each currency pair is different. Like you get different payouts. But the good thing with IQ, it goes up to like 91, 92% payout, which is really good. Not a lot of brokers have that payout, that high percent payout. But there you go, guys. As you can see, that trade did come in the money, guys. You guys seen it? I'll place